Welcome to the Humble Chef channel. This is our first episode. We're going to learn how to roast chicken. All right, thank you for sticking around. Here we have our chicken. We took it out of the bag already from the store. What we're going to do is we're going to go rinse it at the sink. Okay. We're going to find giblets in here. Part of the neck. Got to dig out all the giblets. You can use this to make saute it up, roast it with the vegetables. Makes great gravy. And then you're going to make sure all the excess water is drained out so we're not spilling that anywhere like that. Put it back on your plate. Okay, now we rinse it. Taking out the giblets, we're going to put those in the roasting pan. That'll help flavor your vegetables as we cook it. Chicken's rinsed, washed. We're going to set this aside for now and do our vegetables while our cutting board is still clean. Here's our vegetables. What we did is we rinsed these before starting. Always rinse your vegetables. You want to rinse everything you get. For our vegetables, we have our celery, some marbled potatoes, carrots, onion, and herbs. What you're going to need is a sheet tray and a grate for your sheet tray. Grate's going to go over the vegetables, put the chicken on top of there. All the juices, drippings will flavor the vegetables as it cooks. So for our vegetables, we're going to cut fairly large size because we don't want them overcook and be mushy. We still want them a little texture to them. So we're going to go, it's about 1 inch cut, maybe 1.5 inches. Now our onion, I already took half off. That was for a different project. We're going to remove the core. Put that in our scrap bucket. Remember, you can always use the vegetable scraps to make stock with, so we'll save that for another time. Always put them in a plastic Ziploc bag afterwards and put them in the freezer. Okay, same with this. We'll cut it in half, depending on the size. This one we're going to cut into thirds. Just kind of randomly lay them. Carrots. Grab your peeler. I love roasted carrots. And when they're roasted and basted with all that chicken fat, you can't go wrong. Okay. So again, you can save these for stock. We're going to cut at a slight angle. Give it a quarter turn. Cut again. Quarter turn. And just keep doing that all the way up. Same thing. Onto the board. What you want to do is make sure they're all approximately the same size. On the skinnier end, you just cut a little longer, just like that. So all our vegetables here. Now our potatoes. Small ones like this we can leave whole. The bigger ones we're going to cut in half or quarter it. By making your vegetables the same size, you're able to help ensure that they're cooked more evenly. Okay. So there's our pan of vegetables. So set that right there for now. Get our grate. Set that right on top like that. Okay, so now we just set that aside. Here we have our chicken. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pat it dry. It's going to help ensure we have crispy skin here at the end. First thing we're going to do is put herbs and some aromatics inside. I don't like to use stuffing because that makes it, stuffing is a little dangerous with raw chicken and stuff, raw poultry. You're going to have to cook the stuffing all the way to 165. More than likely you'll end up drying out the poultry you're cooking. I like to put aromatics in to help infuse into the meat. Stuffing and stuff, you can do dressing on the stovetop. Still good. Use chicken stock or whatever stock of the poultry that you're using. Works great. So we have 2 lemons we're going to use. Cut one and going to quarter them basically. I'm going to do that over here, out of sight. Since I have no assistant. I think we only need 1. They were big enough. So take 2 of these. Put them in the bottom. Going to open this bad boy up like this. Shove them in there. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Forgot the most important thing, salt and pepper. Okay, not only are we going to season the outside, we're going to season the inside here. So take a little salt. Season the inside like that. A little pepper. Okay. Now it's seasoned. Now we can throw 1 lemon in there like that. Another in there like that. The moisture from the lemon is also going to help keep the meat moist from the inside. Now we're going to throw our herbs in here. You can use whatever you have. I have some rosemary, sage, and thyme. Pack that up. Shove that in there. Okay. There we go. Take the rest of the lemons. Shove those guys in there. Keep those herbs shut. Shut. Help keep those herbs in place. Okay. Now we have our herbs in here, our lemons in here. Now we're going to do the outside here. What we're going to do is we're going to put oil on here, and that's going to help crisp the skin up and get the salt and pepper attached. Just don't worry about what oil I'm using. I'm using extra virgin. This is on sale. That's all I do. Whatever's on sale, I buy for home. So I'm going to pour a little bit on here like that. Okay, I'm going to use this paper towel to help bat it all the way around. There's other techniques I've used before where I shove butter on there, but I don't have any butter right now, just olive oil. The butter, I'd lift up the skin in the back here and shove it in underneath the breast. Okay, we got a nice little shiny bird now, covered in oil. Make sure you keep one hand clean. That's going to be for the salt and pepper. The other one's going to use to grab the bird. Okay, top, salt. Little pepper. Lift this guy up. Using the inside, the underside. Okay. Little pepper. Okay, now you all used that already. Now I can use both hands for this. Okay, now usually what I would do is I truss that, but I don't have bircher twine here at home. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a paper clip to help keep these legs together. Basically, trussing, what it does is helps compress this thing together, so it helps cook it all more evenly. I'll do another video on that one day. Here's my paper clip. Gonna undo it like this. It's gonna be a little dangerous. You might poke yourself, but just be careful. Okay. So I want these crisscross like so. Have a little loose skin here. You're gonna poke. Make sure you're grabbing the knuckle so you don't poke yourself. Goes like that. Okay, and then we're going to wrap that around there. Like so. Over. This one's under. Make sure it's tight. Okay, just like that. I have a tight bird. Okay, for the wings, pull it out, flip it under. Pull it out, flip it under. Okay, boom. Okay, we'll set that aside there like so. So we take the bird, we're going to place it on top of the rack we have. Now I'll clean up and I'll show you what I did. See how simple that is? Veggies, potatoes, seasoned, a little bit of oil. Now we're going to throw it in the oven. I've put the oven at 500 degrees to preheat it. What we're going to do now is we're going to drop it down to 350. Roast a little. So as you see, it's about 450 in there. So that temperature is always off. Crank it down to 350. You want to cook the bird at 350. By getting it really hot, it's going to help make sure the chicken skin stays crispy. That's why I keep a thermometer in there. Helps me determine if I need to turn it up or down. So I'm going to throw this guy in here. Is it going to fit sideways? Nope. Throw him like this. You see it's real small oven I got here. Just like that. In he goes. Shut the door. And that's it for next, I don't know, hour and a half. Okay, it's been an hour. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Shut, oven shut. Okay, there's our gorgeous chicken. Check the temperature. What we're looking for is about 165. Stick this into the thigh right here. Let's turn it on first. Yep. Check a couple spots. Okay, we've done it. 165. We're going to let that rest for 20 minutes. Should be good, but come back and we'll work on them. In 20 minutes, I'm going to move this chicken onto another plate. Ooh, it's still hot. That there. What we're going to do with this. Okay, take this off. Turn one of these burners back on. We'll need to take some of the fat off. We're going to add a little stock. Help deglaze this. Use a wooden spoon. Okay, basically just deglaze this. It's going to lift up all those goodness bits. Okay, we rested the chicken. We've deglazed the pan we roasted it in. Now we're just going to plate it up. Okay, take this. Remember, you have the paper clip you got to worry about. So we got to take this. Very careful. That's why you gotta let it cool down so you don't burn yourself on the paper clip. Yeah. Removed. Easy. Didn't burn in the trash. Okay, now we take this chicken. Put it right in the center. Woo! That's looking good. All these juices back into that drip pan. Goes in there. Quick wash up. Remember, this pan is still hot. Just slide it right there. We'll arrange the vegetables on there. Chicken roasted. This stock here, don't worry, my hands, I'm going to strain it. Okay, that can go in the wash. Come back and wash that up. Strain it. There we go. We're going to thicken this up just a little bit. Turn that back on. Put a little slurry in. I'm going to slurry with AP flour. Usually use cornstarch, but I don't have cornstarch today, so we're using whatever we have. So we're bringing that chicken sauce back to a boil. Add in maybe about a tablespoon, depends how much you have. Now, between gravy and the jus is going to be a little bit lighter on the thickening side. Just enough to bring it together. Okay, bring that to a boil, cook that out for a few minutes. Put on low. Okay, we get those little bubbles. I think we're good to go. Gravy dish. I don't have a gravy dish. Okay. All right. Chicken, roasted veggies, and sauce. Thank you for joining me. Till next time, the Humble Chef is out.